Hi guys, it's Becky. So, I know this is late because it's actually, what is today? It is the 6th, and this is a payday from the 3rd. I've already done all of this, but I want to explain how to use the Budget Moms Planner and how we are working on it. Because like I said, everything that we do is on the computer, how I budget and stuff, but I want to turn it over to paper because she was saying it's more tangible when you're writing it down yourself and actually putting in the numbers into the computer. Plus, when you're writing down your goals, you're more likely to actually do them and work on those goals. So let's just go through this, okay? So I'm making up these numbers, and I covered the real numbers up because, as I said, my husband is private and does not want this all to be known. But when I do my spending, which, okay, so let me just go back. So one of the things that the budget mom, Kamiko, says is that you don't actually give yourself an allowance. We have spending money, and so I guess that would be considered the allowance. My husband and I each get $100 a week. And from there, we do whatever we do with it. But she says not to do that, to break it down into, whatever different categories, like if you have makeup and beauty, if you have your own, extra clothes money, whatever you're going to buy with that money, that you break it down so that you know where your spending is. And so that was one of the main reasons why I started this whole thing with wanting to do it on paper, was because I want to know where my money is going. So that's like $400 a month we get for spending, a little bit extra when it's, 5 paychecks in the month. And then, so that's like what? 4,000, 4,000 something a year. And it's like at the end of the year, I have nothing to show for that $4,000. So I want to know, what am I spending that money on? Now, it's a small amount, obviously, but it's something. And if you don't count if you take care of your pennies, the dollars will take care of themselves. I remember hearing that somewhere. And it's true. If you take care of your little money, then eventually the dollars accumulate and stuff. And these little piddly things that you buy, $5 here, $7 here, $3 here, it adds up, okay? And so I just want to be more in control and be more observant, cognizant of what it is I'm spending my money on. Okay, so anyways, this was my paycheck, okay? So we each get paid every Friday, and the way they work is that my husband and I get paid every other Friday, so we get paid weekly. So with my paycheck, which I got paid on the 3rd, I'm just making up numbers, okay? So let's just say it was $1,200, and you're writing down what your budget, what you think you're going to get paid. And let's just say that you and your spouse have, your paychecks fall on the same date. So your spouse gets paid $1,800, so that's a total of $3,000, but you actually got paid $1,200, $23, $25. I know this is probably really small to see because it's a smaller, narrow, obviously, but okay. Anyways, $1,200, $23, $25. Spouse or partner gets paid $19, $20, $14. It comes out to a total of $31, $43, $39. Now, what you're going to do on this worksheet is you're going to write down what your bills are. So you write down what you're paying out, and whatever utilities, anything is going out. And so for us, we had family that we help out, and we have our Spectrum that was coming out. So total on our bills were $165.29. So what you do is you take the income total, you subtract the bill total, and that would give you your leftover total, okay? That leftover total, if you can see on your worksheet, it has an A on it. That number goes down here under the envelopes in A. So that would be your new total, okay? Well, let's just see what that is. 3143.39 minus 165.29 equals, okay, so that would have been 2978.10, okay? So then you add up all of your envelopes, what you're going to be spending cash with, okay? We do it with the cash envelopes. We are debt-free, and we still do it with the cash envelopes. This keeps us from spending too much money. So we have $50 going into clothing, 100 is going into entertainment, 140 goes to groceries, 100 to me, 100 to my husband, $20 to Gabriel. So when we added all of these up, it came out to $510. So you're now going to take that 510 and subtract it from the 2978.10. So minus 510, and you now have 2468.10. Okay. You then take this one and you'll see that it's a letter B, and you put it over here, letter B. So now you're going to fund your sinking funds. And I think I had said before that these were what we put into our house account and stuff like that. So we put $50 into the house account, $50 into the car maintenance account, $250 into Gabriel's college fund, and then we left an extra $50 in entertainment because, like I said, if we want to order out and we have to use our debit card, well, the money's already accounted for there. So that total was $400. So that was the leftover money minus the 400. Now gives you 2068.10. Okay. Now, if you have debts to pay, then you would take that money, you would write it in right here, because you see the little C, you would write it in right there. And then you would then subtract what you are trying to work on right now, what bills you're paying out of this paycheck, okay? That goes to extra debt. So let's just say you have a lot of debt that you're working on. I think the way I would do it is I would go ahead and write all of the minimum payments that are due and use this as a sinking fund, not a sneaking fund, but like snowball or avalanche, whatever one you're working on next, okay? Because there's only 4 slots here. And I don't know about y'all, but when my husband and I were working on paying debt, we had more than 4 bills. We had quite a lot more than 4 bills. We had, like I said in my first video, a lot of stupid going on. And so, yeah, this would not have been enough. But, I mean, if it is just extra debt, then I would have taken it as whatever extra we're going to pay to the snowball. However, okay, the thing is that the way the snowball worked is that you had your emergency money saved up. So I suppose this wouldn't matter down here because, yeah, anything extra would be going here. Kamiko's is slightly different, and I will do a video on that later because she has a book coming out in February, and I want to read her book to understand things a little bit better. I think I have it down pretty good, you know, how she does it. But still, I want to do it different. So I'm just going to do what we did was we had our sinking funds, we had our minimum payments we were doing, and then whatever was left over, that was thrown in the snowball to whatever bill we were working on. So like I said, I would just put, you know, let's just say you're working on a credit card here. So let's just say this is going to be, what is it, Capital One, okay? And let's just say you only owe, you want to budget $100 for that. And then you have another one that, you know, maybe you owe $20 to, and that's your payoff. And so that one you'll put, I'll just put it down as a bank loan. And so you only owe $20 left on that one. And so you would write them both down because there would most definitely be enough money left over. Okay, so 2068.10, and then you would subtract the 120, okay? So that would be 120 right there because you would pay 100 and you would pay 20, and then the leftover would be right there. So 2068.10 minus 120. Okay, so that would give you 19,480.48.10, okay? So then you take that money here, 1948.10, and then you, because you see D and D, and you then subtract whatever you have going into your savings accounts. And so we have $50 going in, and that leaves us a balance of $1898.10. Okay, now, as I said, these are made up numbers, okay? So what we are doing is we only have one bill left, and that is our mortgage. We are, oh, so close to paying that thing off. So I would not, for me, right now, this is not what we're doing, okay? So I'm going to show you what we're doing is if these were our numbers and this is what we had left over, this $1,898 would be going to the mortgage, okay? And I had to backtrack and do this last because it's whatever is left over, okay? So this way we go down to a total zero balance, or zero in our checking. And it should come out to this right here. So let me see, 31.43.39 minus the 165.29 minus the 500, and you see these are all numbered, so we're getting them off of the totals that we had, the bills, the envelopes, the sinking funds, all of that, minus the, okay, so the 500 minus the 400 minus the 1898.10, and then savings, yep, minus 50. Okay, so let's just see if this is going to work out. 3143.3 minus 165.29 minus 500 minus 400 minus 1898.10 minus 50. Well, that didn't work out. Let's try this again. Okay, 3143.39. I'm missing like $129 minus 165. Okay, well then minus 0.29. Okay, minus, that's 510. Minus 2, 3, 400. Yep, that's 400. Minus okay, yeah, 1898.10 minus 50. It is not coming out, folks. I don't know what the heck did I do. Here I am trying to show y'all something, and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But anyways, you guys kind of get the idea of what these numbers are, okay? So the numbers are the total of each little section, okay? The letters are the actual amount minus whatever the leftover. See how they have leftover? So leftover goes from what was subtracted from up here. So your income total minus your bill total, that's the leftover. And then you transfer that leftover, which was letter A, to letter A here. And then you take that money and subtract all of these, and that gives you that leftover. You then take this leftover, bring it up here, and then you subtract all of this to give you what you have here. And then you put that in here, and then you subtract whatever extra debt, and then you go down here. So let me just see if that would have 2068.10 minus 1898.10. No, it was something before that where I messed up. Okay, this is bugging me now, and I'm going to have to go figure this out, even though this is all, which no, I'm not. That's just silliness. This is all make-believe stuff. If anything, I'm going to go back and look at our numbers and see what they are and make sure that that comes out okay. I just couldn't write them in, like I said, for privacy's sakes. But I hope this helped y'all out. I hope I didn't confuse you guys. If you do, then obviously, write down a comment and something, and I'll try to explain it, and I will answer back. And also, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, that's okay. You don't have to like it. You could put a thumbs down. It's okay. It all helps the algorithm. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.